Good morning. Why did my intro guy not wake up? So strange. Bro is too sleepy. It's too early, I guess. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome to early stream. Early stream. Wow, it's so early. It's like 12 p.m. Oh my gosh, it's so early. So early. Imagine being awake at this time. Crazy, right? Who in their right mind is awake at 12 p.m. Like, come on. It's... Anyway, welcome in. How are you today? I'm okay, actually. Thank you for asking. Where's my drawing glove? It's right here. Okay, so, yeah. Early stream. Yeah, so I usually start streaming at, about 2 hours from now. So why am I streaming so early today? Because, I'm procrastinating, like, ridiculously hard on this video. So this video is a storytime animation, and, you know, I literally made an entire video about why I hate making storytime animations. And I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Basically, basically, you see, like, this part with, like, the guy talking? Like, this part is fun to me. I enjoy doing this. I like listening to the audio I made and coming up with, like, facial expressions and stuff that I want to happen on screen. So right now I've, like, drawn all these guys, and then later I'm gonna animate them so they move like this, kinda. So there's, like, little animations in between them. I gotta clean this one up, but yeah, that I really enjoy. I find that really fun. What I hate is all these in-between parts. So, like, I guess I could technically have an entire video with just this guy talking, but that would be kind of boring, right, visually? So I like to spice it up a little bit with, like, in-between parts of, like, drawings and, like, little animations and stuff. And I don't know, I was working on this one, and I was doing fine, like, up until... thank you for the save reminder, but I literally don't have anything to save. I didn't do anything yet. Yeah, I got up to this point, which is 116 seconds in?
The cutie Aaron.
What the flip? The cutie... Der süße Alex. Willkommen, vielen Dank für den Donation. Freut mich. Freut mich, dass du da bist und dass du kein Deutsch verstehst. Warum passiert das immer, wenn ich irgendwas erzählen will oder erklären will? Das ist richtig cool und nice. Ja, also warten wir einfach ungefähr 30 Sekunden, würde ich sagen, bis ich den Rest erkläre. Weil ich meine, ich glaube nur vielleicht 2 Leute mich gerade verstehen. Vielleicht auch nur eine. Nur eine Person. Ich kann schon ein Herzchen geben. So. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yippee! I'm no longer German. Thank you so much for the dono, Alex. Welcome in. I don't think you understood that, but I called you a cutie as well. Thank you very much, dude. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. I really appreciate the support. I hope I already asked if you're doing well. Good morning. Welcome to my early stream. I was just explaining why I'm streaming this early. I didn't continue explaining it while I turned German because I think, like, maybe 1 or 2 people in chat right now can understand German. The same to you as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good morning. You like animating but with no animating? Kind of. See, the thing is, with a storytime video... Doing alright, have to go to the dentist again. Okay, I feel that. I also have a dentist appointment this week. Gonna get some pretty pretty intensive work done on my teeth, I guess you could say, so I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream on Friday. I might be in too much pain. Yeah, I hope your visit goes well though. Yeah, so the thing is with storytime animations, it's like, okay, I love animating, okay? I love making animations. I really enjoyed making it's loading. It's a big file. I really enjoyed making this video. This was like probably the most fun I've had animating in a while. I also really enjoyed making... Hold on. It's also loading. Also a big file. I also really enjoyed making this video. Shut up. This video. This is the I'm back video. This was a lot of fun to make. What's the difference between these two videos and this one? Well, this one is like 40 seconds long, and this one is like 2.5 minutes long. This one is 8 minutes long. And the contradictory thing about me, which makes no sense, but for being an animator, I hate repetition and doing the same thing over and over again, which is like the entirety of animation, so I don't know how I got this far. I don't know how I made it this far. But yeah, with this story time, it's just, I mean, I made, like I said, I made an entire video about it, but it's just so much like uninteresting stuff to draw, I guess. Like here I gotta draw myself, like I'm like talking about the booth I made and like all the merch that didn't fit on the table, and then I'm like drawing me like talking to somebody, and then like carrying the boxes to my booth, and there's like too many of them and they don't fit in the car. It's like there's just stuff that is like not that fun to draw. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I just like I've been trying. I keep trying to think of ways that I can make these parts of the storytime animation process more interesting for me to do, more fun, more fulfilling. And I think I did that pretty well with the last road trip video. Wait, that's the thumbnail. Well, at this video anyway, because I had like, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, because I made like these little puppet thingies. I put like a bunch of work into making little puppets for these guys. Wait, where's my layer? Yeah, here. So I could take this guy and I can like move his head and I can move the tail, I can put fit to facial expressions on him and stuff. And I just haven't used it since. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep going back. Like, I did all of this to try to make the process for me more fun. Because I honestly find it way more fun to take a puppet like this and, like, animate it. Than draw entirely new pictures every single time. But I don't know why I keep going back to, like, why do I... I don't know what is wrong with me, and it's so annoying because, like I said, I love every other part of making storytime animations. I love writing them, voicing them, honestly, like doing the audio editing and stuff is honestly pretty fun. This part with the character stills is like the most fun part for me. Which I do worry about a little bit because I have a lot of those. I feel like other storytime animators have a bit more like stuff going on in between these, where I have a lot of like character stills talking, which I feel like some people probably find that a bit boring, but I just find it really fun to make those. But then it's like, you know, I can't have the entire video be like that, so I gotta add some stuff in the middle. And it's just stuff that I want to like clarify a little bit more, I guess. And it just ends up being stuff that I just don't have that much fun with drawing. So, all this to say, that's why I'm streaming early today, because usually I would start about 2 hours from now, but if I did that today, I would literally be doing nothing for the next 2 hours. So I'd rather just start streaming early. So I'm at least doing something. Thank you for the unshrimp reminder, Honey Wolf. Welcome in, how are you doing? My chair is not set up right. Just tween everything. Exactly, that's what I should be doing, but I forgot, like... I don't know, I forgot that I forgot that I made that- I like closed the thing now. I forgot that I made a whole puppet for myself. And I even made, like, I showed it earlier, there's like a scene here with my partner. This is supposed to be my partner. I even have a puppet for him, so I could reuse that as well. But I just didn't for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm like 116 seconds. I don't know how much that is in minutes. Almost 2 minutes, right? 120 seconds is 2 minutes. I'm almost 2 minutes in. Should I, like, just start using the puppet now? Like... Because theoretically I could do that. Thank you for the stretch reminder. Whoa, animating indeed. More like just illustrating, I guess. That's another thing with it. I think I would probably have more fun with it if I could, like, frame by frame animate this stuff. But if I did that, the video would take me like 2 months to make. And as much as I know you guys wouldn't mind waiting that long, I can't afford that. Puppet for some of them. I mean, honestly, I feel like I could literally switch to the puppet and nobody would bat an eye. But also, at the same time, I gotta draw stuff anyway. Like, I don't have a puppet for a convention stand that I could reuse. I would have to redraw this anyway. But stuff like this, the loaf plush pops up several times throughout the video. I can just draw that once and I don't have to draw it again. Like, I really don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Like, I'm like, man, I hate making storytime animations, and then I just do all of the things over and over again that I hate about it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, okay, how about for this stream, I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna draw in all of the stuff that I couldn't turn into a puppet.
Man, ego to go, need more rest before ego. Hope you have an awesome rest of the day and stream lachende smiley.
Yo, thank you so much, Alex. What the flip? I really appreciate it, dude. Yeah, please enjoy your rest, dude, and I hope you have an awesome day too. I'll try my best to not procrastinate and die of boredom, because I do sometimes procrastinate while I'm streaming, but I feel like it's less than if I wouldn't be streaming. Like, look at this. The last time I worked on this video, I made this scene, and then I just stopped. Like, I drew a box, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. It's a dire situation. German text-to-speech reading English sounds funky. That's why we love it. I did have to change the text-to-speech voice. Where is my drawing glove? I just took it like 5 minutes ago. Where is it? Oh, it's on my lap. Okay. Every single time you get a donation, you say, what the flip? Do I? I didn't even notice. What the flip? Yeah, what was I saying? I do procrastinate on stream sometimes, but I feel like I would procrastinate more if I wasn't streaming, so... Because there's a little bit of accountability, I guess. If I'm not streaming, I just, like... I keep, like, clicking on, like, Blue Sky and YouTube and stuff. But if I would do that on stream, it would be really obvious, and you guys would be like, hey, what the flip are you doing? Don't be down on yourself, I couldn't draw a box that well. I've actually been practicing. Like, unironically, I've been practicing drawing boxes and other simple shapes. Because, thank you for the save reminder. Again, I have not done anything in the last 24 minutes. I haven't done anything in this project, so I can't even save it. Wait, I can save it. Okay, I mean, I didn't change anything, so... Thank you for the untrue reminder. So I need a shrimp sound effect. I don't know what it would be, though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been practicing drawing, like, simple shapes, because the way I learned to draw... I literally just drew stuff. I've literally just drawn whatever I felt like for, like, my entire life. I put very little time into practicing fundamentals and stuff. And I think I'm still pretty decent at art, despite that, but I do feel like I do wish I was better at, like, perspective and stuff, and sometimes drawing simple poses that aren't just, like, a guy standing there is a bit difficult for me, so... Been drawing lots of boxes and cylinders and things lately. On shrimp sound, you saying krill issue. I don't know if I want a, for the record, I understand that it's a joke. But I don't think I could, like, listen to my voice in alerts over and over again. Chip, hi Warlord, welcome in. We're doing early stream today because I need somebody to, what is it called? Check me for procrastination. Really quick, I will actually start working in a second. I just wanna share the stream first. Give me a sec. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I wanted to start streaming early today because if I didn't, I would literally not be doing anything for the next 2 hours, so... Live? I'm Loof. I'm live right... now. Trying to fight evil procrastination. Yes, copy, so I don't have to retype it every single time. It'd be so crazy if you did art trades. I do them really, really rarely. Actually, I am like open to them. I just, it's like, it's a bad time to ask right now because I'm extremely busy with other stuff. But usually when my life is a bit less hectic, I'm pretty open to them. One issue I've always had with art trades, though, I don't know if this sounds like weird to complain about. I guess I'm not. I'm not like complaining about it. I mean, it probably sounds like I'm complaining. But, whenever somebody wanted to do an art trade with me, they always wanted to draw Chip. And it's like... I don't know. I mean, like, even in the past, I didn't have that much of a connection with Chip, so it was kind of like, you know, if I'm like, you know, doing an art trade it's kind of like commissioning someone, but instead of giving them money, you give them art. And I don't know, I would never commission artwork of Chip unless it was something I wanted to use on my channel for like commercial purposes. Because like Chip is not, I don't have a connection with him. He's just a guy. He's just a funny mascot character related to my work, I guess. So it's like people are like, yo, let's do an art trade. Also, another thing with that, like, Chip is a very simple character, right? And they're like, okay, here's my character that you can draw for the art trade, and it's like something crazy, like a dragon with like 50 horns and wings and tails, and it's like, okay. I really don't mind drawing complex characters, but like trading artwork of a complex character for artwork of my YouTube mascot, who was just a cat with a brown ear, like, I don't know about that. And then every time I've done a different, like I've done an art trade and I've been like, yeah, I'd be happy to do an art trade. Here's like my Sonas, you can pick whichever one you want. They always seem like disappointed that I didn't just ask them to draw Chip. I don't know. Yeah. Kinda bad experiences with art trades, I guess I would say, but I'm still open to doing them in general. Need to draw socks more often, been a while? Hell yeah! I would be so hyped. Every time, literally, like... Again, I feel like I'm complaining too much. And like, complaining, I don't want to be the guy who's like complaining about getting free art. I'm not complaining, okay? All I'm saying is, whenever somebody draws fan art of socks, it hits different. Like, I absolutely love every single piece of art, fan art I've ever gotten. Whether it's Chip or socks or Ryan or whatever, I love every single piece. But when it's like one of my Sonas, it hits different. That's all I'm saying. Und jetzt Deutsch. Es ist Zeit, Deutsch zu reden. Ah. Wie war dein Wochenende? Was habe ich getan? Gut. Ja, gut. Ich habe voll vergessen, was ich alles gemacht habe. Gestern habe ich einfach nur den ganzen Tag Rogue gespielt. Also wirklich den ganzen Tag. Okay, we back. So Warlord asked, how was your weekend? And I was like, I don't even remember what I did. Yesterday I spent literally the entire day playing Rogue. Okay, actually not Rogue, Pokemon Emerald Rogue. I don't remember what I did on Saturday though. I went to Krefeld, which is a German city that a lot of people shit on. And I honestly don't think it's that bad. Like, it has its issues, but listen, I'm from Stoke-on-Trent. Like, People in Germany take Krefeld for granted. Like, you should see Stoke-on-Trent, then you'd know what I mean. Oh yeah, I went to an Iranian restaurant. I had some really... the food was so cheap and very tasty, but I made a mistake with what I ordered. I ordered something, it was like lamb with, literally in the menu, it was like with mixed herbs and spices. Like, it didn't even say what herbs and spices were in there. And it was really, really nice, except there was like one flavor in there that I really don't like, and I think it's the flavor of lentils. I think it's lentils that I really don't like the flavor of. Never been to Krefeld, seen enough of Duisburg though. See, people say that Krefeld is worse than Duisburg, and I cannot disagree more. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like one of those cities like, oh, you must visit Krefeld if you're in North Rhine-Westphalia. Like, it's not that kind of thing. But like, as a city that if you live kind of close to it, you can go like shopping there or something, if go eat food there and stuff every so often. It's really not that bad. Frankfurt is a wild city. You're either in a nice corporate space or you're in London. Really? I've never been there. I also don't know anything about it, to be honest. Who would you want me to draw if I made you fan art? Honestly, like, literally any of my Sonas. I think I have a Toy House account. I think it's listed in my description somewhere. It should be. Thank you for the save reminder. A good thing to save this, like, slight touch-up that I did on the... Good call to save to save this, like, line that I made a bit straighter. Thank you for that. What was I doing? Oh yeah, my Toy House account. It should be linked in the description somewhere. It is in... Okay, it's in the credits section. There's like a part that's like all fan art showcased in the outro, plus who drew them can be found here, and you click on the here, or in the YouTube description, it should just be a normal link. That's where you can find all of my, my OCs. If you're in the area of the big corporations, it's really nice. If you're by this train station, you see drugs and addicts pretty often. That's like a common thing throughout the entirety of Germany, I feel like. Even like Dusseldorf train station is like, yeah, get away from there as soon as possible. Trying to edit a video while listening to the stream is hard. I'm gonna stop editing. No, we have to not procrastinate together. It's okay, I'll just shut up for the rest of the stream. How about that? Can you name all 50 US states? No. I think I can probably name more than the average European, but definitely not all 50. I think I will forget them. Maybe, okay, maybe if you gave me like a couple days to think about it, I would be able to list all of them. You know what, that's fair. Yeah, like when I first read your message about Frankfurt train station, I was about to be like, oh yeah, it reminds me of Hamburg train station, and then I was like, wait, Dusseldorf train station is also the same. Actually, I don't know a German train station that isn't like that, now that I think about it. No is in fact the name of every US state. You win. Yo, no way. Yippee! Do you like bees? That's such a random question. Who doesn't like them? They're adorable. They're just little buzzy friendly boys. Alright, let's see how many US states I can name. Arizona, Texas. New York is a state, right? Ohio, Iowa, Alaska. Is Washington a state? Alabama. Alabama. Idaho. Did I say Idaho already? Arkansas. Kansas. Arkansas. Did I say Minnesota already? I wanted to like keep count on my screen, but I'm trying not to procrastinate too much. I like Kansas and its pirate sibling Arkansas. So I hope somebody else is keeping count. Mississippi. Mississippi. Frickin', you know, Yeah, I'm at 12, no way. It's so many. Lunch break, I'm about to unlock it. Have a great day. No worries, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck with work? Yes. I already said Idaho. I already said Alabama. See, I also don't want to like sit here in silence for like 20 minutes trying to think of US states. US state names. Okay, how about I'm gonna every so often I'll just blurt out a random US state name that I remember. It's gonna make keeping count harder, but I'd rather do that than just be quiet for the rest of the stream. What are you drawing? I'm trying to work on my next video. It's a storytime animation. And to sum it up, I really enjoy making these parts with like the guy talking. That's always really fun. But I find drawing these parts in between where I like explain what's going on and stuff like that really boring. So I tend to procrastinate really hard. How many Australian states and territories do you know? Not a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my YouTube just crashed. Cool. I have a deeper question. What would you say defines the perfect art style? Freaking, nothing, because that shit's subjective, bro. I hope that doesn't come across as a cop-out answer, but... Do one of those name every country, state, or other quizzes on stream. Yeah, I thought about that. Maybe I will do that for like... I don't know, like a subathon kind of stream. But you know what I hate about those quizzes? They always have a timer, and the timer stresses me out. So I feel like I'm worse at it than if it wouldn't have a timer. I also like worry way too much about like coming across as stupid, which like really shouldn't. It's like something I really shouldn't care about. It's like, who cares how many US states I know, for example? But yeah, to be totally real with you, I do worry about this. People see me only name 13 US states in 5 minutes and be like, what an absolute plonker idiot. And then I would cry. You ever been in Munich? I actually haven't. There's actually a lot of places in Germany that I haven't been. To be fair, it is a big country. And yeah, like Berlin, for example, is like 6 hours away from me. And I die every time I have to drive to Hamburg, which is... well, it would only be 4 hours away from me if the traffic wasn't so bad. Thank you so much for the resub, Steven. Also, welcome in. Welcome to the early stream, dude. How's it going? Did you leave a message? It didn't show up on my thing. Meowdy! No way. Can't expect people who aren't from the US to name every single state. I completely agree. But I think some people do. Some people genuinely... like, it'll be the kind of people who they expect that they like see a European not be able to name every US state, and they're like, ha, what an idiot. Yet they think like Spain is in Asia or something like that. And then they're like, how do you expect me to know where Europe is? Again, like, not saying you should care about those people's opinions, like, no. But, doing it is harder than just saying that you shouldn't do it, you know? Slow Monday work, perfect time to chill along. Nice. I'm starting early today because I'm struggling to focus on this, and if I didn't stream right now, I'd literally be sitting there doing nothing. Like usually I work a lot faster when I'm not streaming. But if I'm in procrastination mode, it's like ridiculous. Great Britain is in London, right? Yeah, yes, Britain, the capital of London. Fueled with viewers and friendship. Yeah, because you guys could keep me in check if I just randomly start looking at YouTube or something. You'll be like, hello? Yeah, geography though is like one of my weaker subjects, I would say. I've gotten better at it over the years, but a lot of things that people consider common knowledge I don't know when it comes to geography. I'm not gonna lie. We'll let you know when we see your soul flying out of your body. Thank you. I need somebody to tell me that. Right, this once and all my friends just sent me YouTube links that made procrastination worse. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't usually watch YouTube videos while I'm procrastinating. Because it's like I have enough willpower to not watch a YouTube video, but I'll just like scroll my subscription feed. Which is like, I might as well just watch a YouTube video at that point. Or I'll watch a YouTube video, but I'll like put it on 2x speed so it feels like I'm not wasting that much time. Or I'll be like, oh, this video is like vaguely related to art. It's useful. I should watch this. I shouldn't watch it and feel bad. I was gonna say something really interesting earlier, but now I forgot. Let me just like scroll up in chat for a sec. I'm not procrastinating. Like somebody said a thing and I was like, oh, that reminds me of this other thing that I want to talk about. And I forgot. I don't know, I think it was related to the quizzes thing. I don't know. Oh well. Not procrastinating right now by watching Twitch. Yeah, it's this is a very educational stream, so you're not procrastinating, you're learning, you're studying. And I'm burping. I'm just trying to think about if I do switch to the puppet, how would I do it? I mean, theoretically, it wouldn't be that. Thank you for the safe reminder. It's like over here. I've drawn this, and it's like on a separate layer, so I could literally just drag the puppet in instead of this. And here, like, I can do that. Should be fine. I actually wanted this video to only be like 5 minutes long, but I just had so much to talk about. And honestly, the video is in kind of a weird position where it's like... sorry, I feel like randomly out of breath. Happens sometimes. What was I saying? Yeah, the video is like, it's like weird because I honestly have way more stuff that I wanted to talk about. Spoiler, the video is about Eurofurence. The furry convention I went to last month. This month. Not October yet. Yeah, and there's like way more stuff that I want to talk about. But if I did that, I wouldn't be able to finish this video anytime soon. And it's important for me to finish it soon because there's a secret special thing at the end of it, which is time sensitive. New storytime content? Yeah! You know, that genre of video that everybody thinks I stopped making for some reason, even though I make one like every 3 months. Early stream? Yeah. I'm deep in the procrastination whirlpool. And if I didn't stream right now, I would literally be sitting here doing nothing, so... Didn't know you're an actual furry? Yeah. I just don't really like... that much of a reason to talk about it, I guess. Thank you for the resub, Reverb Skunk. Welcome in. Yo, 24 months, let's go. My YouTube crashed, so give me a sec. Why does it do that? Every time I live stream, YouTube just like completely breaks. I can't even see my chat anymore. Okay, I guess I'll just open it on my phone. Made you something very silly. I wanted to ask if I could send it to you. Oh my gosh. You can send me stuff to my email. It's chip@chipflake.com. Easy to remember. YouTube's such a nice platform. The thing is, like, I've never heard of anybody else having this issue. Every time I talk about streaming on YouTube, I'm always like, yeah, it's like cool and all, but like it always breaks, and like my tab always crashes. And then the other person's like, what? I've arrived on Twitch because YouTube doesn't seem to be working? No way, so I'm not the only one. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Revamp Skunk said, 2 whole years, amazing, good morning, how have you been? Great to see you, is it worth it to go to EF? And might be good to make a podcast for thoughts. Yeah, so first of all, the video I'm working on right now is about Eurofurence. And I do mention this in the video, but Cliff Notes version, I guess. Eurofurence seems really fun as a visitor. If you didn't know that, I went there as a vendor. I had a booth in the dealer's den and where you could buy my merch and stuff. And that was really cool and all, but I really didn't have time to check out the convention itself. And I have like pretty bad FOMO around that, not gonna lie. Cause I would like leave my booth at the end of the day when it closed. And I'd be really tired and just like walk back to my car, and I would walk past all of these people like partying and having fun, and I was like, man, I kinda wish that were me. But yeah, people consider it like the best European furry convention. I think it's definitely worth it to check it out at least once in your life. Everyone I know always like really enjoys it. Thank you for the resub, by the way, Joe Lowe's. Welcome. Let me see what he said. Imagine chatting on Twitch and getting your milestone on YouTube. Anyway, 27 months, holy smokes. Sadly can't stay for long as I'm busy. No worries. Thank you for stopping by anyway, I appreciate that. On phone and the stream isn't broken at all. Can anyone else confirm? Is YouTube broken on mobile? Is YouTube broken on desktop only, or is it not broken at all? Is it only broken for like selective people, or what? Ever crossed your mind to attend furry conventions in Asia? I would totally be up for that, to be honest. I would love that. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do that though. Because I've been thinking about doing a UK-based convention as well. But the idea of like traveling that far with like my merch and stuff scares me. I'm not gonna lie. So that's kind of been what's put me off from like I missed the frickin' application period for Confuzzled next year. That con is in like what, July? And they already closed applications. On my phone, the stream is bugged. Okay. Heard that NFC is super good as well. Same, I hear a lot of really good things about NFC. I'd love to go there one day, one year as well. And for Vesta as well. That's like one that happens around New Year's, which is a really cool concept, honestly. Which I'm a little bit... makes me a little bit hesitant to go, in all honesty, because New Year's is kind of like a family thing for me. But if I go like one time, they probably wouldn't mind it. It's working fine? Okay, I wonder why. YouTube is like totally broken for me as well. Why are you a skunk now? Cliff Notes version is that Chip the cat was never like, I don't have much of a connection with him because I made him to appeal to the audience instead of based on what I actually want to, how I actually want to represent myself. So I just kind of grew more and more not attached to him over the years. And yeah, 3 years ago now, not even joking, but 3 years ago, I just like finally made the switch to using my actual Sona. Quick way to remember / understand it is that Chip is my mascot and Socks is my Sona. Mouth reveal? No. YouTube just crashed for me. Anyone who's watching on YouTube, do not refresh. The YouTube will die. YouTube stream seems to work for me, but the chat doesn't open. That's what's happening with me as well. I just kind of brushed it off because I've honestly had issues with streaming on YouTube for a while now. Like almost every time I stream, it has issues. I just thought it was like something on my end, but I guess it's not working properly for other people as well. Yeah, feel free to migrate to Twitch if if anyone's having issues on YouTube's end. Okay, it seems like it's working now. For me, at least. Weird. Fellow skunk, heck yeah. It was really funny at Euroreference how many people with skunk personas came to my booth and like bought my socks merch. Chip broke it, I'm sorry. Okay, I need to go and take a quick little break. I'll only be a couple minutes though. I'll be right back. So, it's been a while. 5 whole years since I uploaded on this channel. I guess I have some explaining to do, huh? Yeah, so the reason I've been gone from YouTube going on 10 years now is I've actually been making a video game. Yeah, I took the last 15 years off from YouTube to learn how to code, 3D model, produce music, all by myself. Yep, I made an entire video game, completely on my own. It took a really long time to learn all these new skills, so I'm sure you can understand now why I've been gone from YouTube for the past 20 years. Haha. So, after 25 years, why did I just now decide to return to YouTube? Well, to be completely honest with you, see my wife, she knows someone who was able to hook us up with a cardboard box, So it's not too bad, you know, my wife and our 1.5 kids. We've just been hanging out and saving a few costs while I do nothing but make this video game all day, every day. She's a stay-at-home mom, so... Oh, there she is now! Oh, yeah? yeah, that's true. Hey, don't say stuff like that in front of the camera. Listen guys, the video game I've spent the last 30 years working on is actually coming out this year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd wishlist it and grab a copy when it comes out. I don't know how many of you know this, but every time you make a video game, Nintendo gives you a yacht. If I'm honest, that's actually the reason why I decided to leave YouTube for 35 years and make this video game instead. For my wife, she really wants this yacht. Alright, well, I'll tell you one last secret. I've actually been considering breaking my 40-year absence and returning to YouTube once the game is out. Maybe even making a storytime animation again. Wave of nostalgia. How long has it been since I last made one of those? It must have been at least 45 years now. But I might consider making them again if you subscribe. Wink. Okay, I gotta go. Those quests aren't gonna program themselves. Oh, I'm just vibrating at the thought of refining all that HTML code. Goodbye, friends. The most terrifying thing of all is that his legless form now exists in the third dimension. Just kidding, they're just hidden. Chipflake.shop, a limited time, okay, bye. OG alive? I am indeed. Welcome in. Okay. So... why not stream your procrastination? Was that a typo or is that an actual thing? I don't know what that means. Chipflake, yeah, dummy. That me. Okie dokie. Did I send my blue sky post? I did. Yo, I'm so good at this. My first soda looks way too close to Chipflake. Okay, on my end, like, I really do not mind, like, go for it, bro. I really don't mind if people make characters that look like mine. The only thing that you might have to deal with is people telling you that it looks like mine. But it's up to you to decide if that bothers you or not. But you could at least tell them, you know, Chipflake says it's okay, so, you know, send them a clip of this stream, me telling you that it's okay. If you really want to. Like, not gonna lie, it bothers, like, personally it bothers me way too much when people tell me that my character looks like somebody else's. Some other thing. I get like... I get like too annoyed by it. It shouldn't bother me that much, but it does for some reason. Why is this like... This happens with this program sometimes. Like, my artwork is over here, but the box, the transform box, is like massive. Wait, I see it. I saw it. I saw him. This thing. Yeah, now it's alright. My audience is annoyed because I became a furry. I don't think they care too much. Yeah, in that case, just own it, bro. Gonna procrastinate you, not derogatory. Well, what does it mean? I hope I'm not being coerced into saying something rude. It's just a typo, right? Please tell me it's just a typo. No clue? Okay. He's back, indeed. Me when I'm back. So I need to draw this on a box. And I can't be bothered, like, it's so boring. It's gotta be an easier way. It's gotta be a more, what's the word? Exciting. There's gotta be a more exciting way to make a storytime animation. I don't know if I finished that thought earlier, but it would be way more fun for me if I could actually animate all these scenes, like frame by frame. I think I would still find the backgrounds and stuff really boring, but like the actual drawing and like animating it would make it a lot more fun. But if I did that, I would not be able to make a video once a month. I would run out of time. Do you know Italian brain rot? It's really funny that you say that because my partner showed it to me literally like 2 hours ago. I don't really get it, but like, whatever floats your boat, I guess. I'm always saying this, like, people who make fun of the younger generations of today for like being into brain rot stuff. Like, we had our own brain rot, like we just didn't call it brain rot. Like, you know, the frickin' like badgers animation? It's just an animation of badgers teleporting into a screen, into the scene and dancing. And there's a guy saying badgers over and over again, and then he's like mushroom, and then there's a mushroom. Like, how is that not the exact same vibe as like what people make fun of like Gen Z for being into? YouTube poop, exactly. We edited clips of shows so that the characters would say funny words and say shush and fief. That's literally brain rot. We just called it something else. Like, how can you act all high and mighty? Like, oh my humor when I was 14 was so much more intellectual. Like, no, it wasn't, Steve. I don't know why I said Steve. Steven is lovely and would not never say that. Wasn't AI though? True. However, I am referring to brain rot in general, not necessarily the AI generated ones. MLG, oh my god. Just brought back a hidden memory. I found that shit so funny for some reason. It's like not even that funny though. Wonder why such a high percentage of furries are gay? Probably because it's a very, well, first of all, it's a very identity-oriented fandom, right? It's all about, like, you create a character that represents you, or, like, who you want to be. Which I think causes a lot of people to... both attracts people who aren't able to express their true self in their day-to-day life due to, like, you know, homophobia and stuff like that. And it probably also... I think a lot of people, like, discover their sexuality or gender through the furry fandom because it, like... It's like the first time they really think about, like, how do you want to represent yourself? Who would you want to be if you could be, like, literally anything? Yeah... I'm guilty of that. I think the first time I actually started experimenting with gender through creating characters was well, I was still a brony actually. I remember making like a gender bent version of my pony Sona and being like, wait, why do I like him more than the original one? Unfortunately, I didn't really think about it that much deeper than that. Still took me a couple of years to really like accept myself as a trans guy. Did find out through YouTube animators that being non-binary was an option. Very cool. Yeah! Hello, Socks. Hello, Emperor. It's a bit rough being straight in the furry community because of that. Is it though? Like, I have a lot of, for some reason I have a lot of straight furry friends. And they're all, you know, loved and accepted because of course they are. I remember always making male characters as my personas, and a few years later I realized I was trans mask. Yeah, for me it was like I made a lot of male sonas. Like, I just remembered that my Minecraft Sona was male as well. I don't know if you guys remember that. Cause I did a few Minecraft live streams. And I don't have like a socks or chip skin. I have like a zombie with shades on. That's my Minecraft Sona from when I was like 13. he was male, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, he's just like a character, like. Yeah, I've always had like a mix of male and female, or even like genderless characters. So I guess that's partially why it took a bit longer for it to click for me. Talking about sonars, we sure are. Feel free to info dump. Now's the great time. Now's the perfect time. Now's the perfect time to info dump about your sonars, especially if it relates to discovering your identity through creating sonars. Ah. Same here, sorta. Created an OC mostly based on myself before I created my sonar. Decided to have him be bi, and sooner or later something clicked with me. Yeah. It do be like that. It is kind of funny when, I don't know, your past self kind of gives you hints. But yeah, it's not always the case. Like I said, I mostly had female sonars growing up. The occasional male one. And you know, some people don't. Some people always had like one that they a sonar that represents who their gender that they were expected to be as they grew up. And they still came out as trans, so it's not like this. It's always a there's not like there's always a correlation. Everybody has a different experience. Stole my new name from an OC I had because I was jealous. It's really funny. Like all of my sonars have like fantasy names, so it wouldn't have really worked for me. I've heard that it's, funnily enough, I've heard that it's common. Not common, I've heard that yeah, actually common. I've heard that a common name for non-binary people is sock, funnily enough. I'm not non-binary, and also I wouldn't call myself that in real life. I don't call myself socks in real life. I did my husky sonar, he's called Ryan now, but he was called Alex originally. Alex is a name that I always found really cool. Too bad Alexander isn't here right now to hear this. Yeah, so I guess I kinda almost called myself Alex, but like I said, I'm not non-binary, so something about that name was like, I really don't want people to confuse. What was that noise? Did you guys hear that? What was that? Was that weird like combo thing on Twitch? What? I don't know what that is. Is that bits? Did somebody donate bits? It's really hard for me to understand this right now, I'm sorry. Bits cheering. Okay, well thank you, Biscuit. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, it like shows up completely differently on my thing. Like it doesn't even show up on my chat for some reason. So I almost missed it, I'm sorry. Yeah, so just to summarize, I stopped using, I changed my sonar's name because yeah, Alex is considered a gender neutral name. You can be male, female, or even non-binary, and for me, I didn't want to deal with that confusion. I'd rather just have a name where people are like, yes, this guy is a man. Which, unfortunately, I still have issues with that with the name Aaron, because some people hear Erin, like with an E. And that's a gender-neutral name. Or is it a female name? I'm not sure. No, it's a neutral, gender-neutral name, right? Thank you for the bits, I think? I don't know what, like, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I just keep hearing noises. Game of Thrones? Oh, I was thinking of Attack on Titan. Eren. But if there's an Eren in Game of Thrones as well? What gender are they? Are you willing to try Smite or Dota? Such a random question. I played Dota once in my life, and I really... Okay, it's like kind of stupid, but I didn't like how the camera doesn't follow your character. I know all the, like... all the pro, like, League and Dota players have it so that you move the camera with your mouse, but I could never get used to that, even in my, like, deep League playing days. I always hated that. So when they did, when I couldn't figure out how to change it in Dota, I was like, I'm not playing this game. Yeah, it's like for the on-shrimp reminder, by the way. I'm going to adjust my lumbar support pillow so that I am successfully on-shrimped. Ah. Thank you for the head pat. It was so weird seeing you in person at EF. Not in a bad way, of course, but strange. Meet some fellas I talk to online, meaning your IRL is so different. Yeah, I like completely know what you mean. Don't worry. I didn't take it in a bad way. Thank you for coming to meet me, though. That's really cool. I recognized a few people's usernames who have been in my chat before. Yeah, thank you for the save and stretch reminder, by the way. I will stretch right now. Oh. Yeah, I recognized a few people who frequent my streams. And it happened a couple times that I wanted to say, like, I wanted them to know that I recognized them, because they probably would, like, appreciate that. But they just kind of, like, came over, bought something, and then said bye. Like, I think they were a bit too, like, shy to say like, hey, I watch your streams. Do you recognize my username, kind of thing? Like, they always left so quickly that I didn't get the chance to be like, oh yeah, I know your username. You've been watching my streams for like 5 years. Haven't even been streaming that long. Certainly a highlight meeting you in person. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, dude. You are really sweet. It's really cool to meet you too. I met the frickin' coffee fox in real life. Crazy. Morning, Chip. Good morning. Welcome in, that tune. How are you doing? Are you appear out of nowhere? Hell yeah. Ah. Arrived again after a sudden breaks appeared. Nice. Is YouTube working again? It seems fine on my end. Yeah, I'm not working as fast as I would like to. But anything is better than nothing. That's the motto. Unironically, that's the motto that I live by nowadays. Right, just getting ready for work. Ooh. I'm doing pretty good. I haven't streamed that much this week. I don't know if I told you guys about that actually. I've been really busy because I might be going to another convention in like 3 weeks. Yeah. So basically, the main dev of Super Chipflake U, my game and stuff, is gonna be at a convention called Polaris in Hamburg in 3 weeks. And he has an extra table that he was planning to share with a different YouTuber that he works with. Yo, they were the 38 months. I feel like I have the same reaction every time, but like 38. Let's see if YouTube breaks. Okay, it's good. Things breaking is such a classic Chipflake live streams moment. I know, right? I mean, like I said earlier, YouTube breaks every single time. But today, a couple of other people have reported that YouTube is broken, so it might not just be me this time. Is the game gonna be featured there? Yeah, exactly. You can go to the booth and you can play the demo of the game. I believe. I'm like 99% sure that's what they're gonna do. Yeah. Yeah, so he has an extra table that he was planning to share with a different, like, German influencer that he works with. But it might be possible that that guy is not gonna be there. And if that happens, they will offer the table to me instead. But it's still kind of up in the air, so so I spent last week preparing, because you gotta... I sold out of a lot of stuff at Eurofluence. And if you sell like merch and stuff, you have to prepare for that stuff pretty early in advance, so there's enough time to get everything printed. So that's what I was doing last week. Because stuff. Yep. Because stuff. That's why I didn't stream. Yeah, I keep forgetting what my original point was. That's why I didn't stream that much last week. So I kind of want to make up for it by streaming a bit more this week. It would be really nice if I could stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week, because I can't stream on Thursday because I'm getting the tooth stuff done. I don't know if I can stream on Friday because I might be in pain from the tooth stuff. But also, depending on like how long this video is gonna take, I might need the whole of tomorrow to work on the video. I don't know. But Polaris with a new name? Now I only see the soon. Now I see the soon emote. Oh, like you thought I changed my username to Polaris? That would be a cool username. Yeah, no, I'm not planning to change my name anytime soon. Audio was messing up. The audio, the music, the background music does do that sometimes. Does the background music sound crunchy, or is it okay? Nice to meet you. Watch your YouTube videos, animations for some time. Glad to catch your stream, fellow skunk. Heck yeah! Let's go. Hello. Hello, what's happening? I'm trying really hard not to procrastinate. It's not going very well. I know like 3 Polarises in VR, slowly getting surrounded by them. Oh, that's funny. Chip, I'm your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. No way! How's it going? Jeff? It's been so long. I don't know if I finished that sentence from earlier, but I was saying it was really funny at Eurofurence how many people came to my booth and were like, "Yo, skunk! Finally, some skunk merch." I'm just thinking I might make these boxes smaller because I want to put the plush here. But I can just do that in post. Papa. Actually working on registering company for real. Nice. There's so much paperwork. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. I love Germany and their paperwork. Let me just listen to the audio of this real quick. I don't know how many shirts I mentioned. Might need to draw another one in somewhere. Yeah, I do say 4 shirts. Okay, I guess so. You're a skunk cat or just a skunk? I am indeed a skunk cat. Which is why I have pointy ears. Pointy ears and paw pads. I'm a skunk too, specifically a hybrid. Heck yeah, skunk hybrid gang. Let's go. So much paperwork, I'm considering making a company in Estonia instead, because it's all digital there. Oh, that's funny. I feel like the process is not that paper based in most countries. Like the UK has been really good at digitalizing their you know, documents and such. I don't know why Germany's having such a problem, except I do know it's because the conservative government literally like doesn't want to. A wonk. Oh my god, that's adorable. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like resize all of these when I animate them. I gotta animate them all too. See, it would be really nice if I could finish all of the illustration today. Toby one, yo, even better. Ironically, there's a digital way for it to be registered, but I literally do not trust it to work properly. The way we did it is through we got the help of a tax advisor, actually. It was really weird because we were supposed to pay for it. Like, it was like 200 euros for the guy to help us register and like fill out the paperwork and stuff. But he just never sent us the bill, and he never called us or contacted us or anything after that. It was really weird. But I mean, back then I was like extremely broke. When he said 200 euros, I was like, So I'm kind of glad that he forgot about it. He forgot to charge us. Oh my god, hi Koi, how's it going? Welcome in. How have you been? Welcome to my stream. Welcome to Anti-Procrastination Gang, where I've been working on the same image for the last hour and a half. Like I haven't seen you live in a hot minute. Hope you've been well. Yeah, my streaming schedule has been very spotty lately. Cause I've been going to frickin' conventions constantly as a dealer, which I have such mixed feelings about. It's really cool, like in general, because I've honestly always, since the beginning of doing YouTube, I've always really enjoyed making merch designs. Like, it's probably one of my favorite things about being an influencer. Yeah. So it's really cool in that sense, especially because I get to design stuff. I can almost make anything I want, really, and that stuff's really fun. But it is so much work. Like, I said this a little bit earlier in the stream, but I might be going to another convention in about 3 weeks, because the guy who's working on, the main developer of my game, he has like a spare table, but he's not sure if I can take it yet, that kind of thing. So it's a bit up in the air. I might be going. But I was like, okay, if I do go, it's gonna be really stupid because I sold out a lot of my stuff at the last convention I went to. And I can't just go to this other convention with like no stuff. So I spent last week working on that, and I was planning to just spend like a couple hours a day working on those designs and stuff. And then I would stream as well, but it just didn't work out. There was not enough time. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting time for me, I guess, because YouTube is not my main source of income anymore. Full transparency, I used to make like 2k a month from YouTube. And it was my main source of income. Nowadays, I make less than 1k on YouTube. So I kind of have to branch out and do other stuff like streaming, merchandise, commissions, stuff like that. Again, I don't really mind that because I do really enjoy doing the merch stuff, for example, and like commissions as well. I was worried that I would hate doing commissions, but I've been really enjoying it. But it is a lot more work. Seems really difficult to rely on ad revenue, especially right now. Yeah, YouTube's been going... like, I don't know, it's like they've changed a lot of stuff with how the algorithm works or something, I guess. I feel like a lot less people are using the subscriptions page now. So now it's a lot more vital that your titles and thumbnails are appealing. Otherwise, nobody will see them. Yeah, it's very interesting times. It's like videos will either do really well or really bad, with like no in between. So it's very hard to rely on now. Thank you for the save reminder. And like, while it is fun to branch out and do a lot of different stuff, I'm really freaking enjoying streaming, by the way. I don't know, I feel like I mention that every single stream. But it's true. I'm really enjoying streaming. But it was nice a couple years ago to just be able to like focus on making videos and not do anything else. I feel like I have kind of like backed myself into a corner these days. I have like way too much on my plate, I guess. Like I'm doing so many different projects. And I keep wanting to add more. Not even from like a money perspective, but I just keep thinking of new ideas that I want to do and try out. It's like the whole like, yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of thing, but I have so many baskets and not enough eggs to put in them. Like for the odd shrimp reminder, by the way. Oh, remember seeing a few of your YouTube stuff before? Heck yeah, welcome in. Thank you for checking me out. Gotta survive, doing what you love and getting money from it is pretty good. Yeah! I do try not to take my position for granted. Like, I'm not in the most amazing financial situation, I would say. But I really appreciate that I am, like, even able to do this at all. Most people find success in diversifying income streams. You got this, Chip. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just really struggling to like divide my time between all of them. One of the things that has been taking the most consequences of that, I guess, is I have a separate German channel making content in German with English subtitles. And the whole point of that channel was supposed to be videos that aren't as straining on my wrist, because I have this constant fear that one day my wrists will just give up and I'll have some like kind of health problem with them where I can't draw anymore. So I've kind of been wanting to like grow a channel that does different kind of content that doesn't rely on my wrists so much. And I haven't uploaded there in almost a year, even though I've had a video in progress for, yeah, like almost, the video has been in progress for almost a year. But I just haven't got around to finishing it yet. Yeah, it's hard to figure out how to prioritize stuff that you need to do in order to live, and stuff that would be a good investment right now is not going to pay out right now, but in a couple of years it'll probably be really good. Plus also try to figure out what am I actually the most passionate about as well. What am I the most passionate about, and what will actually be worth it in the long run? Because unfortunately, we do need to live. I wish we didn't have to worry about money, but we do have to. We do have to live. Also, hi Saki, how's it going? So hard when everything is so fun and exciting to do. I know, right? Literally every like week I discover some new thing that is like, yo, that seems really fun, I want to try doing that. Whether it's a hobby or something business related, it's so bad. Meanwhile, 2 or 3 years ago, no, a bit longer than that actually, I would just make YouTube videos and that was it. Occasionally I would make a cool merch drop. Other than that, just YouTube videos. I think it helps to do I think it helps to not get burnt out to do lots of different things though. Like it does have some benefits. But I do kind of miss how much less chaotic my life was a few years ago. Not being able to do anything for a month, my wrist would drive me nuts. Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to get to the point where I can't use my wrists at all, so I'm like trying to look for ways I can survive. that don't use my wrist as much, so I can prolong the effects of things like carpal tunnel and arthritis, I guess, for as long as possible. Ah. I'm good, so nice to see you at EF. Heck yeah. I'm sorry I didn't get much time to like actually chat and stuff. It was incredibly hectic, especially the first day. I said that a bit earlier, like, EF was really cool. It was really cool to be a dealer there. But I do have some pretty bad FOMO. It's every time I left the dealer's den to like go back to my car and stuff, I was really tired and stuff, I would see people like freaking partying and just seeing like all the cool events that were going on and being like, man, I really wish I could join it. But I'm way too tired. Stretch, okay. I will stretch. Oh. Amazing. Swear there was never enough time to even look around the dealer's den, let alone yep. Don't know how you did it. Yeah, I tried a couple times to go, I like, when I go to a convention, I like to look around and see what other artists are selling and like support them, buy a few things. Every time I did that at EF, if it wasn't either right at closing or before opening, it was always so busy. I remember the lane, I don't know if you call it a lane. The lane behind me was so full that I couldn't even just like walk through and take a glance at what the other people were selling. Stretch your wrists, yeah, that's a good idea. Although one time I went to a orthopedic and they told me not to stretch my wrists because my wrists are too stretchy apparently. So I don't know what to do. I wanted to get back into drawing regularly for a while now, but I'm having difficulty doing so. Any advice? Okay, bro, don't get me started. I can yap about that for like a year. So like, the main thing that I always try to recommend when it comes to trying to do something either for the first time or to get back into it. First of all, thank you so much for the frickin' 30-month resub, Jack. What the flip? 30 months, very cool. Also, have fun working on the new video. Hope it turns out well. I'm trying. Not gonna lie, it's not particularly fun. I'm working on it. Yeah, the main thing I always recommend when it comes to learning something, trying to do something for the first time or getting back into something, is to like literally make it as easy as possible for you to do that thing. So like, I don't know, you want to draw more often and you're like, okay, I want to draw like one picture every week. It doesn't sound like a lot, but to your brain, that is a lot. You gotta like literally simplify it as much as possible. So for example, something like, I don't know, I'll draw for like 5 minutes a day. Which sounds like really simple. But the thing is, like, yo, it all comes full circle. I said this earlier as well. It's better to do something than nothing. That's what you gotta keep in mind. And if it's just too hard for your brain to, like, get into that mode where it's like, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. I'll do that. then you're just not gonna do it at all, and that's like worse. Not doing anything at all is worse than spending 5 minutes a day drawing a circle or something. So that's what I would say. And also to make it as easy as possible to start drawing as well. So what I mean by that is, for example, I actually recently got myself a tiny sketchbook, a tiny pocket-sized sketchbook that I have with me at all times with a pencil. The fact that that's like in my pocket and really easy to grab means that whenever I'm like out and about and I don't know, I have to like wait for somebody or like I'm waiting in a line for something, I just have like a couple minutes to myself. I can doodle, I can practice art. So if you want to draw more at home, I would say put your sketchbook in like a really easy to reach place. Especially if it's like tied to something that you do every day. Like, I don't know, maybe you watch a little maybe you watch some TV in the morning every day before going to work or something. You can put your sketchbook like on your coffee table and you see it and you're like, oh yeah, I'll do some drawings while I watch TV. Something like that. Hope that makes sense. Always get a strange surge of energy to do drawings when it's literally midnight. Feels like a blessing but also a curse. Yeah. Absolutely. The Jinx It line was huge. Yeah, they told me about that. I was like, yo, congrats, bro. My line was freaking... Dude, guys, I've never had like a line at a convention booth before, at my convention booth. Like, I've had like small bursts of people that will last like, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then there'll be like a quiet period. But at Eurofurence, I was literally stood. I didn't sit down for 3 hours. Because the line of people didn't die down. It was crazy. Are you the only person streaming out of the I don't know what that number is. The people I follow. I don't know, maybe it's just kind of a weird time to stream right now. I don't actually usually stream this early. I would usually start around now, actually. And then go for about 3 hours. I don't know how long I'll stream today. I'm still feeling pretty energetic. So I'll definitely go for at least another hour. EFQ, yeah. On shrimp, okay. Did I save, by the way? Thank you for the save reminder. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it was kind of funny. I had a couple people like message me after the con, being like, yo, I saw that you were EF, I wanted to say hi, but you had so many people at your booth. And I was like, no. The other 2 days weren't as busy. You could have come to say hi then. Wanted to join when you posted the stream, but I procrastinated? No way. It's okay, as long as you're not procrastinating now. It's actually illegal to procrastinate in the stream, so yeah. By the way, Tabo, is it you told me about that, like, what was it? Like a newspaper that you did some work on for Eurofurence, right? I was trying to look. I mean, to be fair, I didn't get that much time away from my booth to really look for it, but I could not find it. I didn't know where to get it from. I didn't see it. Now I'm kind of sad because I didn't manage to get a copy of it. Is there any way I can, like, post-con get one? Ended up at your booth 3 times for 3 different reasons. I appreciate it. It was always funny when people would return, I'd be like, you look familiar. Those stands throughout the convention as far as I know. There was even a skunk. So yes, there was an archive site. Let me dig it up for you. I did not see it anywhere. I wrote on the feedback form that they should advertise it more, because it's a really cool concept that I wouldn't have known existed if you didn't tell me about it. And even when I did know it existed, I couldn't find it. Like, there's a couple of people who went to EF in chat right now. Did any of you know about the Daily Eurofurence magazine newspaper thing? And did you manage to find a copy of it? So I am, like I said, it might just be me because I didn't get much time away from my booth to actually, like, take my time looking around the con. But I still am of the opinion that the convention didn't advertise it enough. I heard about it, found no copies. Yeah, okay, it wasn't just me. I saw 2 places for it, near the Fursuit Lounge and then upstairs at the Artist Alley, that's it. Got it once or twice, okay. Oh, that's really weird because I went past the Fursuit Lounge pretty often. I didn't see it. Or maybe it just wasn't there on the first day, I don't know. Remember the 3rd time I came over to your booth and you were like, hello again. Inside I was like, sorry, I didn't mean to spam your booth. What? No, don't worry about that. No, it's really cool. Oh, I will be right back really quick. I gotta be right back anyway, so that's 350. Greetings. By the way, at the first science booth, there was a spin the wheel. I saw the book that usually costs 200 euros, and guess what? I flippin' won it. No way. Start a gambling career? No, dude, that was like all of your luck condensed into that one action. You will never win a gambling ever again. I hate to break it to you, but that was it. That was your big win. You'll never win another thing in your life. Never gamble ever again. Thank you for the welcomes back. You're a furry IRL. What is the difference between a furry IRL and a furry online? So, the 7th issue of my favorite manga, Tank Chair, came out. I'm so hyped. But also, the next issue comes out in frickin' February. Why do I always get into these really cool things and then I have to wait really long to find out how they end? Like, February? It is September right now. Especially when it's a manga, it's like such a short book. I don't want to, like, forget everything that happened. Highly recommend Tank Chair, by the way. It's a freaking beautiful manga, and I've never heard anybody other than me yap about it. I won't gamble, but the spin was free. Oh, okay. Well, gambling without spending any money is always a good idea, right? Because you don't have anything to lose, other than 5 seconds of your time, I suppose. Theoretically, for this one, I can just draw like one person, and then follow them in differently each time. What is KFC? Don't say Kentucky Fried Chicken, that is not... No, I said don't say that. It actually stands for Krefeld Football Club. It's 5 AM for me, sorry the stream has delayed. Nah, I was delayed in saying that. I was like thinking about it and I was like, wait. Drove 11 hours? Why? Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay. Are you based in the US, by any chance? Canberra to southeast Victoria. I don't know where those are. Again, geography. Geography is not my passion. Australia. Okay, you know what? I was thinking of Australia, but I didn't want to say it in case I was wrong and I sounded stupid. I don't know why I care. Please don't ask. Care about the stupidest things. Oh yeah, sorry about the very abrupt BRB, by the way. Yeah, I had to grab a package. Because my partner usually gets the packages, but they were showering, so... You know, you don't want to... In this day and age, you can't You can't open the door to the delivery guy with the crown jewels hanging out, you know. Yeah, thank you for the save reminder. Very businessful email sent. Get Bing Bongified. Okay, I'd say I'll check it after stream, but I'll probably forget. So I'll check it tomorrow morning after waking up and being very tired and being like, what the hell is this? Also nice psyche emote, I approve. Yeah, I had to get the door because there was a package and Twitch was yelling at me to play ads anyway, so I was like, you know, might as well get the two in one combo. Yeah, really random. I find it really funny how it's so normal in America to drive for like 8 hours. But also, a lot of the roads are just a straight line with nothing on it, right? Oh, I don't know why that got auto-moderated, I'm sorry, Steven. Delivery people are just cowards. I guess it thought you were... It thought you were serious. Auto-mod can't detect... joke. Are you a badger? Good guess. I'm a skunk cat. Do not worry about guessing the wrong species for me, because I am aware that hybrid species are pretty uncommon and make it harder to tell. Well, yes, I was serious. Oh, okay. In that case. You're in Australia, you can travel 7 hours in a straight line and still be in the same state. Yeah, it's like one state is like the size of Germany. It's crazy. One of my personas is a badger. Badgers are freaking cool, honestly. Tried an interstate bus in the USA once. It was so bad. Wish I could make an animated story time just about that. That sounds pretty horrendous, not gonna lie. Back when I had a pet skunk, it was being mistaken for a badger? Really? Like, I can understand mistaking a cartoon skunk for a badger and vice versa, but like a real one? That's interesting. Because badgers are huge, right? Even the baby ones are huge. And they don't have big fluffy tails, which is like the signature skunk thing. How do I want to do this? I was thinking I might as well just like copy this and just change the color. I guess I can do that now. Just to make life easier for me later on. I was gonna say that earlier, but I forgot. Wait, why did I color him red? I wanted to use natural cat colors. I mean, I guess I could change it to like orange. That's not orange. Yeah, it would be really nice if I could finish all of this illustration today. Because then I can just do the animation tomorrow and then the video is like basically done. Finish the thing I was working on? Hell yeah! Congratulations! Procrastination stream working as intended. Heck yeah. Gray, please. Yes. I mean, theoretically, I could also change the color in After Effects, so maybe I should just leave this as well. This one I'm gonna use the puppet. This one I can take... Wait, what's this scene? Did I just like skip over like a minute? Bro, I hate making story time animations. I'm so bored. It's like the scene is about how we had too much stuff and it barely fit into the car. I'm just like thinking about drawing the car and I'm like, wow, I like really can't be asked to draw a car. I gotta find a better way to do these scenes. Whoops, not like that. I can't keep getting away with this. I can't keep doing this to myself. Ah, man. Mother took me to a 3-day bus trip from Frankfurt to London back when I was a kid. Where we sat 4 days in that bus because we broke down on the UK highway. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have the most amazing experiences with those long time buzzes either. Just put a real life photo of your car but blur out the license plate. See, that sounds like more work. 'Cause I don't think I have a photo of my car at like this angle. So I would have to go and like take a picture of it. That's too much work. Certain background things I hate drawing as well. I've been thinking about learning some 3D modeling so I can make reusable props with shading on it. That's a very good idea. You did see a lion for a single frame there. I will not spoil it any further. Like I have some old drawings of... Like I've drawn cars several times before for videos. Especially like the road trip one. But they're all like... Wait, they're all like... They're all like this. And I specifically need a picture. I specifically need an image where the boot is open and you can see that it's full. And I don't want to. I don't want it. So my other strategy when I'm procrastinating this hard that I really like don't want to draw one specific thing and I don't really have a good way around it is to go through the video and just draw the stuff. I just go through and look at everything and I just draw the stuff that I do feel like drawing. And then eventually that one that I don't feel like drawing will be the last one, and it'll be like, okay, if you don't just draw this one, even though you don't really want to, we can't finish the video, bro, so just draw this one thing. And it makes it a little bit easier. I kinda can't be bothered to draw this scene either. there has to be... I already started doing this. I went through and I put in all these things, which is easy to do. Easy and quick to do. To make the task of finishing this, illustrating this video feel less... less overwhelming, I guess. My method of avoiding procrastination is lifting dumbbells. Gotta pump blood into the brain. Really? Can't tell if you're joking or not. Because for me, it's like, if I do any kind of exercise before working, it just makes my muscles, like, too shaky and tired. And then it makes the problem worse. Makes the procrastination worse. Okay, I need to go back to the beginning again. I've done all this. I should really, like, mark these as done so I don't confuse myself. Can I just, like, select all of these and make them red? I can. Oh. Although I still can't... I wish they would be red on the timeline. That would be really nice. Just remember that my card didn't work. It was so awkward. Probably had it to do with being a gyro card. Same thing happened in the plane. Three tries. Final one with code, it worked. Oh, dude, like... Do not worry about that at all. The amount of times people had card issues... Like, I completely forgot that you were one of those people. Like, literally so many people had that issue, like, it's really not awkward at all, you shouldn't worry about that. Chipflake is my favorite cereal? No way. Personally, I'm a fan of, I know, I can hear it from here, it's really distracting.
I'm like trying to set the volume on it, but it's like so loud.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Bro. My partner got a new e-scooter and got an alarm for it so people don't steal it, and the alarm is like playing with the alarm right now. And it's really distracting because I can hear it. I get distracted really easy from like distant noises nowadays. I don't know if I feel like I haven't always been like that though. There was also the time that all card readers stopped working for everyone at the dealer's den. Yeah, that was pretty badly timed. I was just really glad that that didn't happen on the Saturday. Not Saturday, oh my god. On the Thursday. Cause that was like when most people were there. That was when I had that massive line of people. But yeah, I was just gonna say some stupid stuff like... Personally, I'm a big fan of Special K cereal. When I do get cereal though, when I'm craving Special K cereal, I usually get this knockoff from the Netherlands, from like Jumbo. It tastes basically exactly the same. However, I always crave a cereal like once, and then I eat it, and then I'm like, okay, I don't need to eat cereal again for another year. Yeah, I don't have a Discord server because I cannot keep up with that. I was like ranting about that a little bit earlier actually on stream. That I'm just doing so much stuff these days. It's really hard to juggle everything that I want to do and everything that I need to do. Like you won't believe how many projects and side projects and dream projects I have. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know why I'm like this. Hi Chip, how are you? I'm pretty good, thank you for asking. I'm getting a little tired. Honestly, I'm not sure. Not sure how much longer I'm gonna stream. I'm also getting a bit of throat pain. I kind of forgot that I haven't streamed in a week, so my voice is not as used to it anymore. But I don't know. I wanna make up for the lack of streams lately. Especially because I don't know if I can stream on Friday. But I don't know if it's gonna work out. I might have to just... Okay, let's see. What's the date today? The 22nd. First of all, why is it almost October already? What? Why is it the 22nd? Why is it basically the last week of September already? What is going on? Should have a hydrate redeem. I don't have a hydrate redeem because I subconsciously hydrate already. I actually poured myself a whole glass of cola at the beginning of the stream and I just refilled it. I just had to refill it because it was empty already. October is cool. I like autumn a lot. I'm just scared by how fast this year is going by. Everything's connected. Like this whole, it all connects this whole conversation I was having about how I have so many projects and stuff that I want to do. I don't have time for it all. The year is going by too fast. What was I doing? It's the 22nd of September already. On October 10th, I think, is Polaris. That's in 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks and a couple days. About 3.5 weeks. But I'm basically done with everything that I need to plan for that, so all I need to do now... Thank you for the save reminder. All I need to do now is focus on this video, the Eurofurence video, get that up this week. And then I have... next week. I have the whole of next week. And then I don't know when I'm gonna drive to Hamburg. Probably at the end of the week, just before the convention. So I have the whole of next week and the beginning of the week after. That technically I could use to just do like a streaming marathon to make up for all the lack of streams lately. And also the potential risk of getting sick from Polaris and having to take a week off after that. Hello Mr. Chip, hello Noah, welcome in. You can take your time for your projects, it's okay. I know it's okay to take a while to do things, but I can't. I can't because most of these projects are things I need to do in order to earn money to pay my bills. And then on the other hand, the projects that aren't that I can technically take my time with, it just, I don't like it. I don't like having a million projects. I don't like having a million unfinished projects. It doesn't feel good for my brain. It feels like if I don't finish them, they just live in my brain. And they're just constantly there, and they're like making my brain tired. Because there's just too much stuff I have to think about. How about just 500,000? Yeah, I've been, unironically, I've been kind of trying to, like, chip away at certain projects that don't take that much time. And, like, I guess trying to... did I thank you for the save reminder, by the way? I'm not sure, I'll just do it again. Thank you for the save reminder. I've been trying to, whenever I get a bit of free time, I've been trying to organize my thoughts surrounding certain projects and what things are actually reasonable. What are some things that are pretty quick and easy to do? Try to get those done so it's like out of my brain. But I keep running into this thing where I find another thing that I want to do, and then it just replaces the old thing that I just finished. I don't know. I don't know if I will ever be normal again. I'm not gonna lie. Did you watch Knights of Guinevere yet? I did not. To be honest, it's kind of... This is kind of stupid, but I kind of don't like it when shows come out, like the episodes come out really far apart from each other. Not that I necessarily need to like binge watch them, but I do like being able to watch stuff at my own pace and enjoy things without having to rewatch it because I forgot everything. Which I'm saying is stupid because that's the whole thing with like indie animation. They have to take this long to make each episode. It's like stupid of me to not support it. And I recognize that. What do you think about Supernatural? I watched like 11 seasons of it, I think. And the whole time I was like, wow, this is very okay. Okay, no, not the whole time. There were things about it that I really did like quite a bit. And yeah, I'm always kind of surprised by how much of it I actually watched. Cause I don't remember I don't remember a lot of that. And sometimes I do think about like how it's a shame that I didn't keep watching it because the whole drama around the final season would have been so fun to be a part of. But yeah, nowadays, I'm like I've noticed I've become like so critical. I've become a lot more critical about the media that I watch nowadays. I have a lot higher standards, I guess you could say. Not to sound freaking like pretentious or anything. I don't like that I'm so critical of things. I just notice things that I don't like about stuff and it like bothers me more than it used to. I used to be able to turn my brain off and just enjoy stuff that lots of people consider average. And I kind of wish I could go back to those times, but anyway. Ending was so underwhelming. Yeah, I wish I could have watched it when it came out. Cause like, especially like all the memes that came out of it. I wish I wish I could have enjoyed that, but I also don't want to go through how many more seasons? Like 5 more seasons of a show that I already found underwhelming while I was watching it a couple of years ago. A couple of years, it was probably like 6 years ago at this point. Meeting you at EF was really nice, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. It's really cool how many of you guys were at EF. When I'm yapping about being at Dokumi, I don't usually get so many people being like, "Oh yeah, I was there. It was cool to meet you." Masterpiece minus the ending that didn't happen. You don't need to see the ending. Yeah, I've heard. The ending isn't canon no matter what anyone says. I only know that one meme with Castiel going, I love you, and then Dean tells him some information that's relevant to the news. You know, the meme is that people use to find out about current events. Misha's great. Yeah, he is. The Castiel was literally my favorite character while I was watching it. He was so cool. Hello, Clip. Not what I'm called. Welcome in, though. How are you doing? What is this? The poster? I think. Oh, bro, I forgot that I recorded this audio while I was sick. I sound so gross. Well, this is supposed to be a monitor. In the text I said the monitor that I wanted to showcase my game on was definitely not going to fit anymore. And I was kind of thinking of, like, for lack of a better term, green screening this so it's like my actual game footage. I think that would be kind of funny. And not too much work, actually. Miss input. Now you've made your bed, now you gotta lie in it. My name is Clip now. Thanks to you. Oh yeah, River, don't worry about like being indecisive at my booth. A lot of people will like that because I do recognize that I have a lot of stuff. It all comes full circle. I have so many projects I want to do. When it comes to merch, I have so many ideas that I want to do. I've been thinking about making, like, catalogs. Just like a little book, or like maybe even just like a flyer that shows everything that I have for sale. So you can just like take the thing, you can just take the flyer. If you can't decide, you can just take the flyer and like look at all the stuff that I'm offering. And like think about it, and then come back when you've decided. I think that would be a cool idea. Or at least, if I'm not able to make ones that you can take away with you, just one that's like at my booth. So you can even like just take a photo of it on your phone and then use that to decide. Miss input, miss input! Calm down. Yeah, thank you for the donut, random boy. Okay, thanks to that, I will forgive you for calling me Clip. You are now forgiven. Dang, even streaming, I'm struggling not to procrastinate on this. This is so bad. I haven't had it this bad for such a long time. I don't know if it's because of the I don't know if it's because sorry, I'm just stretching. Don't look at me like that. I don't know if it's because of the what's the word? I don't know if it's because of the deadline. Maybe I'm like subconsciously stressed out about it, and that's what's causing me to procrastinate. What is that emote? That's cute. Blimp. And the lurk. Yo, Steven, your emotes are so cute. Take my last $1. Okay, I guess I will. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What a serious case of procrastinitis. Yeah, literally. You know when you're like procrastinating so hard that it hurts? Am I the only one? Can anyone relate? You're like looking at the thing that you need to do, and the thought of doing it just hurts. Does anyone else have that? Have a question? Lay it on me. Can relate? Nice. I mean, for this scene, literally all I need to do is... Didn't I draw a picture of socks, like, in that style before? I mean, here, but... It's so frustrating because it's like drawings that would literally take me 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. If I could just concentrate and not procrastinate. I felt that back in school and uni. Don't spend it all in one place. I'll try. It's gonna be hard though. Can't procrastinate when someone's watching. I need my privacy. Yeah, it's usually like that for me too. I'm usually like, oh, I'm streaming. I don't want people to notice that I'm procrastinating. But the situation is dire today. Not even streaming saves me. It is helping. Moments where I'm in a call with friends and constantly say I really gotta work on this, proceed to stare at the monitor, talking, pretending to feel productive. Ignore the second question? Okay. Yeah, I mean, really quick, I said this earlier, but I don't have a Discord server because I can't, like... It's just too much work, and I know that a lot of people just get some mods and they kind of just like let the mods deal with everything, and a lot of people don't even use their own servers, and I think most of you probably wouldn't mind if I did that, but I don't personally want to do that. I don't really like the idea of having a community Discord server that I don't use. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. What time do you usually stream? I actually usually start streaming an hour earlier from now. So 2 p.m. at my time. And I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So around this time, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's just that my stream schedule has been very spotty lately because of my... because there's been a lot of events I've been going to. Which I can see why having a Discord server would make it a lot easier to keep up with my streams. If you have a blue sky, you can follow me on there. I usually post about streaming on there. I also have a stream schedule website. It's just been kind of hard for me to keep it updated lately because I don't know myself when I'll be able to stream lately. But that's schedule.chipflake.com. See, now that I drew this, I can just copy it over. Did I delete my sketch from here? I guess I did. Cool. Thanks, past me. That's really useful. The fact that everything is so disorganized is also making it hard to not procrastinate. Have a wonderful and comfy day. I'll try. Thank you very much. Yeah, I do need a better way to notify people about updates and stuff. I mean, technically I could just have a server. Technically I could just have a server that has like announcements and stuff, but no text channels. I just feel like that's not the purpose of a that's not the point of a Discord server. Why does my stomach hurt? Because I'm procrastinating too hard. No one voice actor that uses the Discord for that, pure announcements. I know a couple people who do. I do feel a little bit weird about it. Maybe I should just ask around. I know that, like, announcement Telegram channels are pretty common. I wouldn't feel particularly weird about doing that. I think not that many people who watch me use Telegram. So it would only be useful for, like, the furries. But like another bonus of having a Discord server is that people would be able to use my emotes across Discord. I don't know. Good? What is the good in reference to? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I use Telegram too, but I have it like muted, so I only see messages and stuff if I actually open the app. Yeah, that's it. That's how bad my social situation is. gotten to the point where getting notifications gives me anxiety. Furries, I see. Also, welcome in, Convexity. Thank you for the bits. Congrats on the arrive. Summoned by your music yet again, I see. Yeah, the situation is pretty dire today, to be honest. I'm procrastinating incredibly hard. Yeah, I actually started streaming 2 hours earlier today. Because because I knew if I didn't, I would literally have been sitting there for those 2 hours doing nothing. Literally doing nothing. And I know that because that's what I was doing last week. Thank you for the save reminder. Yeah, I mean, most of you know that I don't like making storytime animations. I mean, I made an entire video about it. The thing is, like, I really enjoy every part of the storytime animation process. Like, the writing, even the audio editing is not so bad. I really enjoy doing these parts with the silly guy. And that's why, I mean, I can't zoom out of the timeline that much, unfortunately, but this bottom layer is way more full than the top layer. Just because I really enjoy making these, like, character stills and animating them. And I feel... I worry about that sometimes, because I feel like most people find that a bit boring, like they need a bit more visual change, I guess. But yeah, it's mostly because I really enjoy doing those parts, and I really don't enjoy doing these in-between parts, where I have to, like, draw a new thing. And yeah, that's why I started streaming earlier, because when the situation is dire, often streaming my work helps, I guess, because there's a bit of accountability there. If I would, like, I can't just, like, switch over to looking at blue sky in the middle of a stream, right? But today is, like, the worst case of procrastination I've had in a long time. Because even streaming, I'm still sitting here sometimes and being like, wow, I really don't want to draw this. Glad I got to talk to you for 10 minutes. Nah, I'm gonna keep going. I don't know if I'll stream until 5 like I usually do, but I'm continue for a bit. I will take a quick break in a little bit, in a couple of minutes, but I will be back. Oh yeah, I was saying that maybe next week I'll do like a mini streaming marathon. I'll see if I can stream every day next week to make up for all the missing streams lately. And also because I want to. Don't worry, I do want to. At least you've done some work better than doing nothing at all. Exactly! That's what I'm saying. It's just a little frustrating with this project in particular because it's like kind of time sensitive. So it's like one of those things where it's like the earlier I get it out, the better. And I think that's kind of like subconsciously stressing me out and making me procrastinate harder. Heading to work now? No problem. Have an excellent day, Neptune. Thank you for sticking around and chatting. It has been fun. Good luck on your tooth. Thank you. Okay, yo, I did it. That's one scene done. I know it doesn't look like it because I still gotta animate it, which I'll do in After Effects, and it's gonna be really fun. And now I can. Okay, now we're being smart. Being smart, making my job easier so it's less boring. I just take this one that I drew earlier. How about this one? That one's good. And we put it here. And we make it bigger. We just make him look up. Like this. Wow, 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 wow. Ah, itchy nose. Ah. Me one. Ah. Cuddling my cat? No way. Did I forget my lunchbox at home? Oh no. What do you do in that situation? Can you buy food at work? So you don't starve? I'm hungry too, but I already ate breakfast, but I don't want to eat. I want to eat more because I'm like tired of being like, my body doesn't look the way I want it to, and then complaining about that and not doing anything about it. How dare you? Okay, I am going to take this opportunity to take a short break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. BRB. So, it's been a while. 5 whole years since I uploaded on this channel. I guess I have some explaining to do, huh? Yeah, so the reason I've been gone from YouTube going on 10 years now is I've actually been making a video game. Yeah, I took the last 15 years off from YouTube to learn how to code, 3D model, produce music, all by myself. Yep, I made an entire video game, completely on my own. It took a really long time to learn all these new skills, so I'm sure you can understand now why I've been gone from YouTube for the past 20 years. Haha. So, after 25 years, why did I just now decide to return to YouTube? Well, to be completely honest with you, see my wife, she knows someone who was able to hook us up with a cardboard box. So it's not too bad, you know, my wife and our 1.5 kids. We've just been hanging out and saving a few costs, while I do nothing but make this video game all day, every day. She's a stay-at-home mom, so... Oh, there she is now! Oh, yeah? yeah, that's true. Hey, don't say stuff like that in front of the camera. Listen guys, the video game I've spent the last 30 years working on is actually coming out this year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd wishlist it and grab a copy when it comes out. I don't know how many of you know this, but every time you make a video game, Nintendo gives you a yacht. If I'm honest, that's actually the reason why I decided to leave YouTube for 35 years and make this video game instead. For my wife, she really wants this yacht. Alright, well, I'll tell you one last secret. I've actually been considering breaking my 40-year absence and returning to YouTube once the game is out. Maybe even making a storytime animation again. Wave of nostalgia. How long has it been since I last made one of those? It must have been at least 45 years now. but I might consider making them again if you subscribe. Wink. Okay, I gotta go. Those quests aren't gonna program themselves. Oh, I'm just vibrating at the thought of refining all that HTML code. Goodbye, friends. The most terrifying thing of all is that his legless form now exists in the third dimension. Just kidding, they're just hidden. Chipflake.shop, a limited time. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is really important, okay? Like, practically the fate of the universe depends on this, so make sure you listen very carefully. So basically, you get in the car, and you push the clutch. That's the pedal on the left, not the one in the middle, though you need to push that too. Absolutely wild. Hello, welcome back. It's been a long 70 years. Hello, hi Lou, welcome in. How was your day? I am very tired. It's just so like... It's just so frustrating. I wanna finish this. And it's like... Howdy. Nice to be back after 75 years, yeah. I know it's been a long time, but like... It's how long it takes me to pee, you know? Been so long my wife and 5 kids worried about you. Aw, I'm glad to hear the kids are doing okay. Well, they must be like 60 by now. Jeez, I just really hate this feeling of like not wanting to do something. And I feel like guilty about it because I am passionate about making videos. It's just this one singular part of it that I really struggle with. It just doesn't feel like fulfilling enough artistically, I guess. Creative enough. But it's so hard to figure out a way that I could make it more more interesting and more fun for me to work on. It doesn't add another 5 weeks to the production process, you know? Also, hi Candice, welcome in. Welcome to Strem. But yeah, I forgot to do the thing, as usual. If you are working on anything right now, feel free to let me know what it is and yap about it a little bit. And thank you for the pride bits, Felix. Yo, you got 2 red cats next to your name. Meowdy Aaron. Meowdy. Welcome to Procrastination Station. Got a Red Bull from the vending machine. Probably drive home during my lunch break. Yeah, I was thinking, like, vending machine... They probably don't have anything other than, like, Twixes in there, right? maybe a little bag of peanuts if you're lucky. It's gotta be... like... I'm procrastinating so hard on this that I'm thinking about if there's just like another way I could do it. I need to... I'm not procrastinating right now, okay? This is educational. I'm going to YouTube. What are some other animation YouTubers? I found this other one recently. I don't know if I still have them saved somewhere. They're like a dog, and they do like educational videos. Maybe I have to search for like dog. It's not really story time animation, but maybe they'll still come up. Animation. Maybe animate 4. Because this is just showing me videos about dogs. Storytime animations about dogs. Of which there are many, apparently. Jeez, I never realized how many views frickin' Haminations gets. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever watched a Haminations video. Frickin' bro gets 32 million views. That is amazing. How about Storytime Animate 4? Ballads have certain parts of your hobby that you don't like. For example, I don't like making build-ups or transitions in music. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Like, genuinely, that's good. Like, I just feel, I just feel like... I don't know what the word, entitled, I guess? When I'm like, oh, I'm like out here making a living on doing something I love, and then I'm like complaining about part of it. And I just feel like this pressure that... like, I shouldn't be doing it if I'm not, like, 100% passionate about it. So, like, it's genuinely really nice to hear. Something like that. That you don't love every single part of making music. Jeez, what is that YouTuber called? I'm still searching for them. Like a dog, like Dumb Dog or something like that. Dumb Doggo? Dumb Doggo. Yeah, I discovered them recently. They make like really simple animations about like... just like really weird stuff like... craziest rocks in the world. 1.4 million views. I guess they use a lot of photographs. Yeah, it's all like photographs. Really simple artwork, very, very minimal colors, mostly uncolored actually. Weaned. Do they have an animator or do they make it all themselves? And they also take at least 1 month per video. Happy I could encourage you. Have some annoyances sometimes with music, some parts I'll procrastinate on, stuff like that, so it's totally okay. That's genuinely good to hear. Thank you so much. And thank you for the bits, Felix. Adam Savage from Mythbusters once said, even the best jobs have drudgery that you don't like. Even if you're a lion tamer, you're still shoveling tons of shit every day. That is a very good point. Thank you for that. Thank you, Felix. A little closer to 10k followers for you. Thank you very much, Drexter. Also welcome in. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very close to 10k on Twitch. It's freaking crazy. Absolutely wild. Maybe I should do something cool for 10k. But you'll notice that I never really do anything for milestones. Because I'm really bad at planning for them. Are you a fan of Danny Dev? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Close to 5k on SoundCloud. Gonna release a free song once I hit it. Nice. Yeah, I should really do like a subathon or something when I hit 10k. But yeah, the reason I'm like looking up other animators right now, another one is Ice Cream Sandwich. Makes kind of similar content to me. But he's also like, I'm pretty sure he has a team. And sometimes takes multiple months to make a video. So I don't know. I don't know who to take inspiration from, you know? I like Ice Cream Sandwich. Yeah, I like his I like the humor style a lot. But honestly, I don't watch the videos too often. I don't watch a lot of the kind of YouTube I watch nowadays is the kind of stuff you can put on in the background while you're working on other stuff. Don't mind me just following and running back to someone else's stream. Okay. Well, thank you. I hope to see you again someday. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Milestones? Wouldn't it be kilometer stones in your case? That's really funny. Thank you. Dude, Noodle's animations are freaking amazing. I don't know how he does it. Does Noodle also have a team? They probably also have a team. Two months, 3 months. Yeah, also takes about a month or a bit longer, month and a half for every video. A lot of like footage of other things. Actually, they're not really like a storytime animator. Like commentary, using a little cutout illustration of a guy for the talk sprites. Yeah. I'm just really really tired of like drawing the same kind of stuff over and over again. Like my guy talking to somebody. Or like sitting at my booth eating sushi, like... It's just so uninteresting for my brain. Did a course on animation in higher education. Was granted Animator of the Year in my year because I was the only person to turn in all my assignments. Really? Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's such a common thing for animation students. They just have like these crazy ideas for their short film that they want to make. Like usually you gotta make a short film, right, for your final project. It's so common that animation students like really overestimate how much work it is, how much work their idea is. You know, maybe I should just use this time to like do these animations so I'm at least like doing something. Love the classic 20 frames looking amazing followed by another 400 rush frames. Yeah, that's another really common thing as well. People animating from like start to finish instead of like working on the project as a whole, if that makes sense. I want like little... Let's see, okay, it would be like pushing it, like he's like nodding kinda. If I use the new puppet warp feature that I really like, I can add a little bounce to his hair. Just don't know which direction I want it to go in. Because if it's like that, you can't really see it that much. I think it would make a bit more sense if it was going backwards. Okay. See, I don't know if I want to like add an extra frame for like the hair to like settle, the hair animation to like settle. Because like that's cool and all, but how long is it going to take me to do that for every single transition frame? So I would say I'm just gonna do the subtle hair being dragged backwards for now, and then if I have time at the end I can add in the what is it called? The overshoot frame, that's what it's called. Tried to rotoscope exactly once and I realized nope, I value my hand tendons. Rotoscoping is super satisfying though. Always enjoyed doing it. Meow. Not that I get very many opportunities to do so. Don't think anybody will see it or care, to be honest. That's always a tough thing. Trying to figure out what exactly is worth putting my time into. Because it has happened so many times throughout my years of making videos that people... that I put extra work and care and time into something and literally nobody noticed it. Not even like the animation... people like fans of animation noticed it. And like... I'm not even complaining about it, to be honest, because I think that's totally fine. It's totally fine to not really care that much how animated the YouTubers you're watching are. And often an animation being simple can make it... It can give it an even better effect, if that makes sense. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Plot twist. All your videos are rotoscoped and you're actually a skunk cat in real life. Yeah, that's what makes it easier, you know. Just rotoscope myself. What? Hello? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, I don't know. The process of making a rotoscoped animation is really boring because you're just tracing over a video. But watching it back is always really satisfying. And I like that weird I like the weird effect that rotoscoping has. Like, it looks a little... looks like... I don't know. It looks different from hand-drawn animation. Why is your actually a skunk censored for me? I don't know. It's not for me. Maybe it's like a weird... It thinks it's bullying. Had to do a rotoscope animation for college last year and it was a bit of a pain. Really? I've never had any formal animation education, so I really don't know what it's like. Aside from visiting universities and seeing what the students do. How's the game coming along? It is coming along. It's one of those things where it's like... it's been really hard to settle on a release date because things just keep coming up that reduce the amount of time that the main developer is able to work on it. And, you know, rather than rush it out, we'd rather just add an extra week or two to the development time. When I say college, I mean UK college. Oh, okay. My bad. Wait, you... Oh no, you probably... Because I don't think animation is a class you can take at college, is it? Zoned out, so tired, just so done with today already. I want to go back to bed. That Red Bull doesn't seem to be doing very much, does it? Don't really animate much anymore except for minor tiny stuff. Majoring in game dev uni now though, and part of my whole job is time management for projects. Ooh. Yeah, I think no shade to the devs, of course, but the Super Chipflake EU project could have really benefited from some time management from the beginning on. I mean, to be fair, the development of this game has been like a huge learning opportunity for the studio. So I'm sure for future projects it's going to be a lot better. It's just because it's been so like experimental, and the game, the whole concept of the game has changed so much since the beginning. Yeah, not really. Just go to your boss and be like, yo, can I take a nap? And he's gonna be like, yeah, sure, bro. So, way to get early access to it? So we do have a few bug testers, volunteer bug testers, which you can volunteer for through my Patreon. But I can't guarantee that you will actually get to bug test the game, because I'm honestly not sure if we're accepting new people right now. I'm sorry. Also Mr. Vanta with the 35-month resub. Let's go. Let's go. It's not even showing up for me. Thank you for the bits as well, Felix. How hard could it be to make a video game that doesn't have boob physics? Basically impossible, actually. Yeah. The scary 35. Yeah, that is actually terrifying. I was saying this earlier, but like, why is it almost October already? Like, the way how fast this year is going by is actually terrifying. You know, I wanted to go on holiday. I wanted to go on holiday by like October the latest, because then it's still warm. I don't think that's happening. Wait for full release then? Yeah, it shouldn't be too long now. One thing I can say is that it definitely will come out sometime soon. Because game development is very expensive. And if it doesn't come out soon, the game devs will literally run out of money. Which, you know, is kind of sad to say, but at least it's like insurance that the game will actually exist soon. Closed my eyes for like 2 seconds in August and now it's the end of September. Where did the time go? That's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on? It's scary. I don't like it. Wait. His head is going down. It's going down. I really like this new feature, but for some reason when you try to rotate something, it rotates like ridiculously far. I only want it to rotate a tiny bit. Otherwise the effect will be too strong. Oh, I went in the wrong direction. Whoopsie. Sure the game will do well enough? It's always tough. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think... I kinda don't think the game will make back what it cost to produce. And like, not because people won't buy it, but like, just because of how expensive it was to make, and you know, the audience for it is limited. It's not like it's gonna get like 1 million copies sold kind of thing. Which is completely fine, by the way, I'm not complaining about it. That's just the reality of developing such an ambitious game with such a small team. And such little planning. But yeah, like I said, it's more like a learning experience, I think, for the developers, and newer projects for them are definitely gonna turn out better, I think. And I'm definitely open to working with them again on more projects. They're like really happy with my with my UI design and stuff, which I find really sweet. I would definitely be open to working on more video games. Although I would love to be paid for it. Thank you for the bits, Felix. New game coming soon, Chipflake Tetris. You've heard of Chipflake Snake. Now get ready for Chipflake Tetris. Pokey Seal, hello. Welcome in. Chipfletchers. Sounds like an illness. Not gonna lie, I don't think. Bro, don't call me out like this. Like, I don't want it to be this dramatic. I just want like a tiny amount of rotation. Why is it always so extreme? Just a little bit. Stop. Like, I'm moving my cursor such a tiny amount, and it's still like going really far. Thank you for the save reminder, by the way. I will do that right now. Maybe there's a setting to change the snapping amount. I don't think there's any settings for it because it's not like a tool. Wait, there are options over here. Well, I can only change stuff like this, like what the mesh looks like. If I want to show the mesh or anything. Okay, so there's like an option here that says correct pin rotation, but I don't understand what it does. Because like this is it. It's like the same. There's no difference when I select it or not. Set whether to automatically correct the rotation angle of a pin when moving it. Oh. So like, if it's rotated like this and then I move it. Is that what it means? I don't know. Either way, it's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I do really like Clip Studio Paint though. The new mesh transformation feature. It's a brand new feature. But I've been using it for the last like 3 videos. I really enjoy using it. Okay. Well. To be honest, I did want to stream quite a bit longer, but I'm kinda struggling to stay concentrated mentally, I'm sorry. So I think I'm gonna cut stream. I mean, technically I'm not cutting stream short, but if I would have started at 2 PM, it would technically be a short stream, so it feels like I'm cutting it short. Which I apologize for, but I hope to, yeah. I should be back. I don't know about tomorrow. I think I might need to use tomorrow to work on the video, like to concentrate on the video. But I should be back on Wednesday. And I am gonna actually try to do the Hollow Knight stream that I wanted to do. I wanted to start playing Hollow Knight, the original one. I wanted to stream it, but I've been procrastinating on doing that. But yeah, I might stream. I might do the little marathon of streams next week. I will see. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Can we please get a mouth reveal before you go? Absolutely not. How dare you? How dare you be so entitled? But yeah, if I don't see you tomorrow, then I should see you on Wednesday. And I don't know about Friday, because I might be dying. Thank you very much for the support, and I hope you have a wonderful hacking day.